Hello everyone, it is Andrea from Energy Healing by Andrea, and we are pulling a card from the Starseed Oracle today. So let's see what our guides want us to hear today. What is in our highest good and our best interest to hear today? What messages and energies are out there that we need to know about? The Golden Children. Inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. Let's see. The Golden Children. Golden children, or children of the sun, are highly advanced, extremely intelligent souls who are incarnating increasingly on planet Earth. They have little or no personal karma and possess incredible gifts and intuitive abilities. Golden children are born with a very clear mission. Many remember it from a young age and begin answering and sharing it early in life. Due to their unique intelligence, they may find themselves easily bored at school. Most have never incarnated on Earth before, and so if they're not supported in the right ways, they struggle with physical life here. They're often referred to as the new humans. If you pull this card, it may be a sign that you're being called to a mother, father, or nurture a child. You may be called to tend to your own inner child, a creative idea or project, or a new beginning, to treat yourself or the new beginning with sweet, tender love, to nurture and nourish it, to give it every chance to grow and reach adulthood, to encourage it, to water it, to see the world through the innocence of a child, to see yourself and all others as innocent children, to remember that deep down, everyone is trying their best, and if they're treated with a tender heart, they'll not harden as they journey through this great adventure called life. The Starseed Soul Inquiry is, how can you treat yourself or others more tenderly today? So I got a lot of messages in there. So first of all, it mentioned karma and how people are born with little to no personal karma. That's fantastic. But for those of us that have karma that we need to deal with, just make sure that you're always doing something with a kind heart. You're doing things to be nice to others, doing that little extra step, going that extra mile, just kind of chopping away at the karma that we have to work through in this lifetime. But as for the other part, with the whole children thing and kind of giving them what they need, I think oftentimes in schools nowadays we treat all the children like the same, and that's not like, there's just not enough resources probably to be able to help everyone in the way that they need to be helped, or the way that they need to be taught or nurtured and all of that stuff. So there's so many different things surrounding that, but I would say when we can, make sure that we look at those little humans and we do give them the love in the way that they need it. Ask them, try to figure it out. Imagine if we were asked how we needed to be nurtured and loved, how we needed to learn what was best for us when we were younger. I feel like things could have turned out a whole lot differently. But with the way that the world is, we kind of go, this is how it's going to be. You have to do it. And if you don't follow it this way, then you're like, have some issues, you're not like this, blah, blah, blah. So I feel like if we take that extra moment when we can and just say, what do we need right now? How do you need to learn? What are you missing? How do you need to be loved? What do you want to do? How do you need to be seen? What creative outlet do you need in your life to be able to show who you are? Because acting out comes from a place. Acting out comes from somewhere. Something is going on inside where they are feeling some sort of dis-ease or discomfort, right? So as parents, it can get frustrating. As teachers, it can get frustrating. But can you imagine how frustrating it is for a little child who probably doesn't know how to say what their needs are, and they struggle, and then when they're not doing well, they're just getting yelled at and reprimanded all the time? I feel like we could all learn a lot from this card. What could have been different when we were little? And how can we change how we treat the people in our lives now that are going through that time of their life? How can we be better? How can we support them? How can we love them and nurture them? What can we do to help get that creative thing out, that energy out, what they need to say and do out, because they don't know. They're just little, right? So, yeah. I think we need to see the world through our innocent eyes and not through our aged eyes, where we see life through different filters than what they see it. Does that make sense? All right. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.